this is something I've been not wanting to do for a while now, but now I think I want to do this now. If you all know this, then you know what this company is, and we can all agree that this company is not, it just sucks. No, I'm gonna go plain out, just say it sucks right now. If you remember, on one of my Persona 5 Royal streams, I actually talked about this when talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! with Dragon Knight, and, yeah, I might put a part of that video in there, but, yeah, we will be focusing on the good stuff about 4Kids, and then when it got bad, and I mean, really, really bad with the English dubbing of anime. Anyways, let's begin with the good stuff. Okay, I don't know if I'm wrong about this one, but okay. So, we all know Pokemon, and this one is an alright dub. It definitely does change a lot of stuff. It at least is enjoyable in some aspects, and I have a bunch of, like, childhood memories with this one. It's at least better than, like, most of the dubs, and I'm pretty sure in Japan this one is made more for kids. But the next one is one of, if not the worst things that looks like it would be in the dub for kids. But boy, oh boy, I hope you're all ready for this one. Okay, now, I know, 4Kids did make Yu-Gi-Oh! Popular in America and other countries thanks to this. But that does not excuse this. Okay, look. Let me explain this to you all. Okay, so we're gonna just start off the bat with something that, of course, anyone would know at this point if you were to watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. This right here is Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. It is based more on the manga of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's really good. But the thing is that I'm about to get into here, this is dark. This is really dark. The first, like, 2 episodes are more darker. And even, I would say, later on, the guy with the clock and other things, this Yami right here is a menace to society. This man basically has killed so many people in a game. He killed a man with some giant eating worms. Freaking giant eating worms. Then burned someone's hand alive, burned them alive to a crisp by just someone pouring Russian vodka and putting a lighter on it. Now, if I don't know if that sounds dark to you, but that sounds pretty freaking dark to me. And, oh boy, that's just Season 0. I'm about to get into some more dark, deep stuff that was supposed to be in the anime, but 4Kids just cut that all out because they tried making Yu-Gi-Oh! For kids, and this is gonna prove a point that I've been trying to prove a point for just recently, so let's begin. Okay, starting off with Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1. Okay, this show actually is completed in the 4Kids dub, and you might ask, well, every show in there is completed. Oh, no, that's not the case, and we'll get into that. But this is like one of the seasons that are completed, but I would say just watch the subbed version. It's way more darker. It's way better version. It's not because it's just dark. It just has better when it comes to the like script and story. It has better story and script more than the 4Kids one. And there's actually no changes in that version. So yeah. And this is the part where we get to the all full-on rant. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, first of all, let me just say this out of the way. The people that keep on hating on Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5DS, and honestly anything from Zexal to Arc 5, let me explain something here. You're watching the freaking English dub. No, you're watching the English dub. Don't give me that you watch the sub version. I want to see proof that you watch the sub version. Because the reason you all keep on hating these is because you watch the English dub, and I'm serious. Just watch the sub version when you get to GX and 5DS. Honestly, I'd say watch any version of the sub version, because let me just tell you this. The reason why in like 4Kids version ended depressingly as well, but they cut out an entire freaking season of a show just because it was dark. And this is where I get to my point. Yu-Gi-Oh! Should have been more meant for teens and adults. And I don't take that back. While it did get people more into the card game and other stuff like that, this show was more for teens and adults. Be honest with me. Let's be honest. This show was dark. There was a lot of stuff in here. Even Season 4 of GX was dark. And let me get to another thing that really also needed to be dubbed. But, because they made it more for kids, we never got it. Okay, it's going to be very short to explain because this is very easy and simple, like I said with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. This is the one that is missing the most episodes out of all the four kids dubs. And this honestly is a really good series that deserves to get its final season dubbed. But then again, it will never happen, even though there's been many petitions and even the time where people try to do fan dubs, but still, then the company does not support that. And the reason why I've not been using a lot of videos is just in case I would get copyrighted, but if that's the case, I'll re-edit this video. Anyways, let's get on to basically the next thing that is now, this is the end of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trilogy, because then Zaxel and Arc 5 basically are come out on Nickelodeon. Here we are, this freaking dub of an anime that's iconic in not a good way, it's in a bad way iconic. Boy, I do not want to get into this, but alright. This is honestly not, I'm going to just say this, thank we got a actual dub at some point from Funimation, which rest in peace, actually did a dub that's actually good of this, of like at least from the before the time skip, which is honestly the way I kind of think I just stopped watching One Piece and then started reading the manga after that. But anyways, let me just explain this with just all these pictures right here. Let me real quick, let me just pull them up right now. Okay, you see this is the subversion of this scene of the picture that I'm showing you right now. Now look at the 4Kids dub version. This is pretty simple. I mean, look at the image, and I don't even have to say why. I mean, just pause or look at the image, and I'm giving you as much time to look at this image. Like, I don't even have to explain it. Look. And in the original, he pointed a gun, not this stupid thing. You could have at least used a water gun or something else besides this dumb thing. This doesn't even make me take this, like, seriously. This does not make me even... No, this is just... No, this is wrong. This does not need to exist. And honestly, any of this does not need to exist. Seriously though, why couldn't it just air on Toonami back then on Cartoon Network? But then again, it probably did air on Cartoon Network, but oh wait. Oh, let me guess. You used the freaking 4Kids dub version, cause no, you can't just redub it. No, you have to use the crappy 4Kids version, cause, oh my god. Well, before you all go, I have a bonus just to put to this video that I did on one of my Persona 5 Royal streams. And I just want to thank y'all for watching this. There's many 4Kids shows, but the video I'm about to put in explains the good things I remember from 4Kids and the bad stuff. So, this is basically the prequel / sequel now to the 4Kids video that I just did. Anyways, enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let's talk about something here that really I don't get here. So 4Kids, we all know what 4Kids is. You know, if some people don't know, if you don't know what 4Kids is, I'll just explain to some people who watch the video later on. 4Kids is was a thing that was airing in America and other places. Definitely we'll do a video about that, but I'll just say that the Yuki that when it comes to 4Kids dubbing, I'm just gonna say how dumb it is, like the things that they chose to dub. Like, it's not, I have no problem with anime being dubbed. Heck, I like some dubbed anime. Like, I like my favorite dubbed animes are like. All right, I'll get into it. I like the Pokemon, the original Pokemon, which yeah, I mean. It was made by 4Kids, but I mean that actually was a pretty good, it was pretty good from what I remember. That could just be nostalgia purposes, because like I'll go back and watch it at some point. But I'll be honest though, is that when it comes to rewatching a show, sometimes you can have those nostalgia glasses on, and I think that it's a really good experience. But sometimes you have to take them off and then look at the show. Without the nostalgia. And you can still enjoy it, it's just, you need to also not have, like, your nostalgia glasses on, like, fully on there, like they're glued into you. And the thing about 4Kids dubbing was, yeah, they never dubbed the actual seasons, and I'll tell you why. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was never meant, it was never meant for kids. It was never meant for kids. And now, before people were like, wait a minute, it was not ever meant for kids. Yes, it never was meant for kids. Why do you, I mean, the show was more meant for teens or adults because of the darker themes. Like, for example, someone dying, someone getting abused, someone killing themselves, someone jumping out of a glass window. The list can go on and on. There's many deaths in Yu-Gi-Oh! That happen, and there's many demonic references in each Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing from the lost seasons. Most of the seasons, honestly, this is why I say I would recommend anyone to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And sub. Don't watch the dub. You can give the dub a shot. I mean, I'll let you check it out, but please go watch the original sub, because there's a lot of things 4Kids censors, and honestly, it really just makes you. I feel like that Yu-Gi-Oh! Season. You mean Die 4Kids? There goes Shadow Realm. Yes, go to the Shadow Realm. But seriously though, it's like it was really never really meant for like kids. It was more meant for teens and adults. And then that doesn't mean that really matters. But well, I mean, it matters definitely if it's 4Kids. Because let me explain this. 4Kids. Look. Whenever, okay, I know people won't take this advice, but whenever, and I mean ever, if you're ever in a studio or anything, and you get anime to dub, and you dub an anime that's more made for adults, or teens, not for kids, and if your channel is anime for kids, don't, and I repeat, don't even think about making it, just censoring the absolute thing out of it, because that's not even a good thing to do, because it's ruining the experience, it's ruining what, and you're kind of basically just censoring every single thing. If you do that, there's no point of doing that. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that. I get, I'm glad that we got to see Yu-Gi-Oh! In the West and stuff like that, and we got introduced to the card game, but also, 4Kids made the dub of that, and while I do love the voices, I'm just gonna say, I'll save it for another video about talking about 4Kids, and I will definitely be doing a video about that, but all I'm going to say is I'm not going to be taking any measures of I'm going to lower it down. No, I'm going full on to get to 4Kids. Because the things they decided to dub are dumb. They're dumb things to dub that are basically not even made for kids. They're more meant for teens and adults. The only thing I think that possibly could have been better for 4Kids if they wouldn't have done the dumbest censorship. More that was, I mean, even Toonami did a better job of it. Dragon Ball Z, like, yeah, it was censored on Toonami, but at least you actually got some good dubbing and actual good voice acting. Meanwhile, meanwhile, Dragon Ball Z Kai on 4Kids had the most dumbest, and I mean the most dumbest censorship, and also, not to mention that one commercial where they say, now Piccolo is just like a Saiyan like Raditz. I'm not even gonna go that far, but honestly, the only thing you really should watch from 4Kids is TMNT 2003 seasons 1 to 4. Because that was actually an original show on 4Kids. Meanwhile, most of the shows on there were were more based on anime that were not really meant for really not meant for kids. There is some, and then there's some that are not, and that just that where I would say just watch the sub. Honestly, I feel like that they should, if we ever get to that point where we actually where we get to that point where you guys more meant for teens and adults in English, I think that they should do like a redo of each season. But that's just me personally.